The jungle was alive with the symphony of nature. Birds chirped in the canopy, monkeys howled in the distance, and the rustling of leaves underfoot was a constant reminder of the untamed wilderness. For Jack Harper, a seasoned explorer and survivalist, the jungle was both a sanctuary and a challenge. He had spent weeks trekking through the dense foliage, documenting rare plant species and studying the behavior of elusive wildlife. But nothing could have prepared him for what he was about to encounter. It was late afternoon when Jack first heard the sound, a piercing, otherworldly scream that cut through the jungle like a knife. He froze, his heart pounding in his chest. The scream was unlike anything he had ever heard. It was high-pitched, almost melodic, yet filled with an unmistakable note of desperation. For a moment, he wondered if it was some exotic animal he had never encountered before. But something about the sound felt unnatural. Curiosity and concern propelled him forward. He adjusted his backpack, tightened his grip on his machete, and followed the sound. The jungle seemed to close in around him as he ventured deeper, the thick underbrush clawing at his clothes. The screams grew louder, more frantic, and Jack's pace quickened. He could feel the adrenaline coursing through his veins. His senses heightened to every sound and movement around him. Finally, he burst into a small clearing, and there she was. At first, Jack thought his eyes were playing tricks on him. The woman before him was unlike any human he had ever seen. Her skin was a shimmering silver, reflecting the dappled sunlight that filtered through the trees. Her hair, long and flowing, seemed to glow with an ethereal light. But what struck him most were her eyes, large, almond-shaped, and a deep, mesmerizing violet. She was trapped in a hunting snare, her leg caught in the cruel grip of a metal trap. Her screams had been cries for help. For a moment, Jack could only stare, his mind struggling to process what he was seeing. An alien, here in the middle of the jungle. It was impossible, and yet, there she was, very real and very much in pain. "Please," she gasped, her voice trembling. "Help me." Her words snapped Jack out of his stupor. He rushed to her side, dropping his machete and kneeling beside her. The snare was crude but effective, designed to trap large animals. Jack had seen similar traps before, set by poachers who ventured into the jungle in search of exotic game. He cursed under his breath, angry that such a device had ensnared this otherworldly being. "Hold still," he said, his voice calm despite the chaos in his mind. "I'll get you out of this." The alien woman nodded, her violet eyes locked onto his. Jack worked quickly, using his knife to pry open the jaws of the trap. The metal was strong, and it took all his strength to free her. As he worked, he couldn't help but notice how fragile she seemed. Her slender frame, her delicate features. She was clearly not built for the harsh realities of the jungle. Finally, the trap sprang open, and the woman pulled her leg free. She winced in pain, and Jack could see that her skin was torn and bleeding. He reached into his backpack and pulled out a first aid kit, carefully cleaning and bandaging her wound. She watched him silently, her expression a mix of gratitude and curiosity. "Thank you," she said softly. "I am called Lyra." "Jack," he replied, still trying to wrap his head around the situation. What are you doing here? How did you end up in this jungle?" Lyra hesitated, as if weighing how much to tell him. "I am not from this world," she began, confirming what Jack had already suspected. "My ship crashed here, far from where we stand. I was searching for a way to signal for help when I stumbled into this trap." Jack's mind raced. An alien crash-landed in the jungle. It sounded like something out of a science fiction novel, and yet, Here he was face to face with a proof. He knew he had to help her. But how? "Where is your ship?" he asked. Lyra pointed deeper into the jungle. "In a clearing many miles from here. But it is damaged. I cannot repair it alone." Jack nodded, his decision made. "I'll help you. But we need to move quickly. Nightfall is coming, and the jungle is no place to be after dark." Lyra smiled, a gesture that seemed almost human. "Thank you, Jack. I am in your debt." Together they set off through the jungle, Jack leading the way with his machete. Lyra moved with surprising grace despite her injury, her silver skin glinting in the fading light. As they walked, Jack couldn't help but ask questions. He learned that Lyra's people were explorers, traveling the stars in search of knowledge and new worlds. Their technology was far advanced, but even they were not immune to accidents. The journey was arduous, the jungle testing their endurance at every turn. But Jack's survival skills and Lyra's resilience kept them moving forward. As night fell, they made camp in a small cave, the sounds of the jungle echoing around them. Jack built a fire, its warmth a welcome comfort against the cool night air. As they sat by the fire, Lyra told Jack more about her world, its vast cities, its towering spires, its people who lived in harmony with the cosmos. Jack listened, captivated by her stories. He had always dreamed of exploring the unknown, but Lyra's tales made his adventure seem small by comparison. The next morning they resumed their journey. By midday, they reached the clearing where Lyra's ship had crashed. The sight took Jack's breath away. The ship was sleek and silver, its surface smooth and unblemished despite the crash. It was unlike anything he had ever seen, a marvel of engineering that defied human understanding. Lyra approached the ship, placing her hand on its surface. A panel slid open, revealing a control console. She began to work, her fingers moving with practiced ease. Jack watched in awe as the ship's systems came to life, lights flickering and panels glowing. "It will take time to repair," Lyra said, turning to Jack. "But with your help, I believe it can be done." Jack nodded, determined to see this through. Over the next few days, they worked tirelessly, Lyra guiding Jack through the repairs. It was grueling work, but Jack found himself enjoying it. He was learning things that no human had ever known, and the experience was exhilarating. Finally, the day came when the ship was ready. Lyra stood before Jack, her violet eyes filled with gratitude. "Thank you, Jack. I could not have done this without you." Jack smiled, though he felt a pang of sadness. He had grown fond of Lyra, and the thought of her leaving was bittersweet. "I'm glad I could help. But will I ever see you again?" Lyra reached out, placing her hand on his. "The stars are vast, but not infinite. Our paths may cross again, Jack Harper. Until then, take this as a token of my gratitude." She handed him a small silver device, its surface etched with intricate patterns. "This is a communicator. If you ever need me, use it. I will come." Jack took the device, his heart swelling with emotion. "Thank you, Lyra. Safe travels."